Hi, how you all doing? Okay, so in this video, I'm going to teach you something that price always do, right? It always repeats. You can use that to, you know what price is likely going to do next, all right? So when we have this is very simple something, even on a high time frame, all right? So when we have a high time frame order block or a high time frame fair value gap, all right? So a high time frame order block, a high time frame fair value gap, or a high time frame key level, which could be previous. What am I saying? High time frame order block and fair value gap are key level, or a high time frame old low or old high. All right, that's what I meant to say. So when we have that, right, then when price come to it, guys, think about this. It's either price respect it or it rejects it, right, and continue going lower. That's the only two things that can happen, right? So you need to pay attention to these key levels, right? You can use that to find your weekly bias, your daily bias, your section bias, which is what I'm already teaching in my YouTube membership. All right, teaching the section bias, especially New York section. But let's talk about the weekly. All right, let's talk about the weekly, and I can also mention the section bias here also. So look at this weekly. What can you see actually? So when you look at this weekly here, you can see that when price came here, it rejected, right? It rejected, of course. This rejected. And what else can you see when you go on the lower time frame? Because we're doing time frame alignment. When you go on the lower time frame, what can you see? You can see the sign of rejection, which is this fair value gaps that you can see. Once you start seeing those fair value gaps, those are signs of rejection, right? Because if price wants to continue going lower, right? If it wants to continue going lower, it's going to break this and use it as a support to continue going lower. You know, ICT totals, order block, fair value gaps, this and that, but they're all support and resistance actually. So if you treat them as support and resistance, you see it will be a lot easier for you to understand. All right. So we have this fair value gap. What is that telling us? It's telling us that price is likely going to go higher. And what else can you see? You can see that we started disrespecting those bearish fair value gap. Bearish fair value gap. Once you start disrespecting them, that is another sign that price is likely going to go higher, which I did a breakdown of this and shared in my public Telegram, right? Shared it there. But still, many traders were trying to sell this to go down, which was wrong. But I hope you guys learned your lesson, all right? So now let's go on sections, right? So during the sections, what do you want to see? You want to see the same thing happening during sections, especially New York section. You want to check like what are we respecting and what are we disrespecting on 4 hour, because when you want to trade sections, right, you want to pay attention to the 4 hour candles. Then when you want to trade like the weekly, you're looking for a longer term, then you want to pay attention to the weekly. All right, you want to pay attention to the weekly, to the daily. I think I don't really trade daily time frame like that, but when it comes to 4 hour time frame, I trade them like every week. Sorry, every day. All right. So when you look at this during New York section, let's look for New York section. New York section will start from 10, right? So look at this 10 o'clock candle. What is it doing? What is it disrespecting and what is it respecting? All right. Is disrespecting. This might not sound this might sound like it's too simple for you, but trust me, this is what happens every day. And this is what I trade every day. I want to know what is New York section respecting. What is it disrespecting? Here, we're disrespecting a bearish fair value gap. Plus what's going on here, I'm only going to look for buy. Even if it's a scalp buy, I'm only going to look for buy. When I go on 15 minutes, I want to look for, okay, let's go on 15 minutes here. So when I go on 15 minutes, let me close this. When I go on 15 minutes here, I want to look for 15 minutes PDRA, key level, order block of fair value gap that is going to support price higher. We have one here. All right. Even before this, we had one here. You can use this to trade. You can trade off them. All right. Don't be scared. It's a high probability setup, right, for a scalp. Can quickly take a scalp and target some highs here and maybe trail your stop loss and see how far it will go if there's no more target. But I'm going to take this trade from here based off what is going on here. You understand? Let me show you more example. I'm trying not to make this video so long. I'm just going to tell you this, then you can go do your research. Unless you want to join my YouTube membership where I break it down, and I'm going to be doing breakdown of this like this week that we're getting into. I'm going to be doing breakdown of it. So if you look here, what do we have here? We're still bullish, by the way, because you need to know if we're bullish, then you know which one it's going to disrespect, which one is likely going to disrespect. So on this day here, I took this sell only simply because we're disrespecting something here. So that told me that, oh, okay, we're having a pullback. All right. So you can see here, this candle was disrespecting this. All right. So if they wanted to go higher, because this is the support and resistance level, right? If price wanted to go higher, it's going to go higher from here. So, but anything that make price to start disrespecting this, it's going to go down. And that is what we're going to trade for that day, at least for that section, because you're trying to trade New York section, right? So if we go on 15 minutes again and check it out, you will see that price is disrespecting it, right? So where can you take your trade off from? You can take your trade off from this 15 minutes key level here. There's a key level here. You can trade that key level. Just a scalping strategy. You trade it and go down. So you can go on your chart and look for this and do more research on it. During New York section, you want to see what is 4 hour respecting and what is it disrespecting. If we're bullish and is respecting bullish order block or bullish fair value gap, that means we're going to buy. If it's disrespecting that bullish order block or bullish fair value gap, we're going to sell. If it's respecting a bearish fair value gap or bearish order block, we're going to sell. It's a simple time frame alignment. If you've not watched time frame alignments, my time frame alignment video, you can go and check it out and watch it, and that will help you a lot. All right. So guys, let's see what we have for this coming week. All right. I don't really like doing much of weekly analysis anymore, because when you come into the week, sometimes you see things will change. You understand? When you change, then now you've already made a weekly analysis saying that price is likely going to go down. And sometimes some traders don't pay close attention to everything that you said. You understand? Just that if you say, oh, I'm bearish, you just want to go and start looking for bearish. But they forgot the confirmation that you made that, okay, just like when price was here, I wanted to see a bearish fair value gap on a weekly, whereby I still need to wait for one more week, but it didn't happen. Price reacted here and gave that confirmation, and we started going up higher, right? So now, what is likely going to happen next? Of course, we're still bullish. Price is still bullish, and as you can see, this candle closed above this candle, so we're expecting a more candle to expand higher. All right, and even this close above this, so we're expecting more higher price on Nasdaq. So I'm just going to leave this like this. I'm just going to mark this out here. Then what I'll be looking for coming into the week, this is something you need to write down somewhere. All right, I want to see price come down here or take out this low. All right, we also have a daily key level there. So this low is going to act as a liquidity for me, but price must not come take it. But if it happens, then cool, fine. You should come take it. Then what I want to see on 4 hour, I want to see an inversion fair value gap. Okay, so if we go on 4 hour right now, we can see that, okay, you can see that price is already closing below this. All right, price is already closing below this. And if you check out what I just explained to you just right now, if you do research on it on the 4 hour section, you can see that that's what has been happening here. Even we took a sell here. Okay, the other day I took a buy here. The reason why I took the buy is because of a daily key level. Price reacted to that key level. So I wanted to see if we're going to disrespect this, but it didn't happen. We respected it. That's why price kept dropping. Even on Friday, we respected an order block here and price kept on dropping. Right? So back to the analysis that I'm doing. So if price will come down here, cool, fine. I welcome it to come down. That's no problem. All right. But what I want to see for me to be like, okay, cool, fine. We're back to bullish. I want to see a 4 hour inversion fair value gap. at somewhere. I don't know if that wants to happen here or anywhere it wants to happen. Once I start seeing that 4-hour inversion fair value gap, then I can look for a longer term trade, and then I'll be expecting price to come to this high, because if you look here, all these are all liquidity now, right? So at any point, price will quickly, and trust me, it's not going to waste time. When price is running to liquidity, it's not going to waste time. It's going to do it like really, really quick and run for it. All right. So let's see how price trade into all this. These are all order blocks. Sorry, these are all bullish order blocks. So I don't want to ignore any of them. All right. I don't want to ignore any of them. So how price trade into this will be really, really important coming into the week. As you can see here, we still have this order block here. We still have this other block, which price has already reacted to it, but it did nothing. It did nothing at all. So let's see how this week will be. So I'm going to update those that are in my Telegram. I'm going to update you guys. Because sometimes when Monday opens up, right, you might see something different. Price might open up now and drop down 200 pips or 300 pips down to the downside. Maybe it gets to this level, or maybe go up. Who knows? We don't know what's going to happen. But as the week goes on, we get to see how price close, how the daily candles close, and all that. Then we'll know what is likely going to happen on a longer term. All right. So, but for now, this is the high and this is the low. All right. So this low will act more as a liquidity to trade back up. Then this will be a target. All right, unless if price decides to keep dropping, then cool, fine, no problem. We're just gonna trade it whatever it gives. All right, we're just gonna be trading those section buyers. All right, so that is it for today. And coming in this week, I'm going to be doing a lot of trade review based on the strategy that I explained to you just now. All right, so enjoy the rest of your weekend and see you during the week.